Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Okay, yeah, we doing this new video now. Wednesdays. We gonna call it Women Wednesdays for this week. The week of Women Wednesdays. We're covering the WNBA. I finally convinced these geezers that we need to cover this content, because I've been on the WNBA for years now, years. And then just recently, about 3 years ago, the year before, Angel Reese won the championship, I got into Women's March Madness. So, yeah, I've been a firm supporter of the WNBA, though, like before that. And I feel like that we should cover these ladies. And honestly, in my opinion, it's more interesting than the NBA. But this year, the NBA looking good too. But that's not the point. Um, we're gonna talk about the WNBA, and I think that the we have. Let me introduce the panel. We have Uncle Kurt, um, KurtCares.org. Check him out. We've got my pops, HD Ragsdale Senior. He's the one with the bald head, looking all old. Yeah, like you can easily tell him out. Big beard, old head. It's okay. That's my pops. That's in about 30 years. That'll be me. A little bit better looking, but that'll be me in about 30 years. So not too much of my pops. Um, but yeah, I think the most obvious thing to cover first would be the controversy concerning CC and Angel Reese. Um, a little bit of backstory. First off, that game, that game set new viewership records for ESPN, making it the most watched WNBA game in their history. And that's what was that? Their first games? Yeah, that was
Second.
the opening game for those two teams. Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever. The opening season game for those two teams, it set the ESPN record. Clark finished with. Hold on, we'll get to that. She also set a record for most games with 25 plus points and 10 assists in the NBA, and that's 6, which seems like a little number, but hey, we used to the NBA, Hey, in the
Hey, but check this
WNBA, that's
out.
crazy. Mm-hmm.
Hey, nephew, let me interject this. She
Mm-hmm.
did that 25 and 10. She
Mm-hmm.
did that in 6 games, but the person who had the record, it was they did it in 300 games.
Yeah,
So
it
yeah,
took her.
that
It took her 42 games to reach 6 games, and the
right
person
of
whose
25 and 10.
record, yeah, who the person whose record she beat, it took them 300 days
Yeah,
to or
yeah,
games, 300 games to
that's
do that.
incredible. That's
Incredible. That's
yeah,
my
that's that.
dog. That's my dog right there.
Hey, and let me say this real quick. I'm a real now that I'm into it, I'm a sports fan. So I really can't say I have a team, but what I like the competitiveness, even if it's the black and the white thing, on the like me and your dad. Man, we competed with and against white dudes, and it was a racial element to it, but it was on the field. What we have with these young ladies that's unfair to both of them is cowardly people are playing out their racial animus with them as the avatar when they report and talk about these young ladies in a great sport where both of them are contributing to the widespread increase in admiration and fandom to the WNBA. And with that, I'm going to hand it back to you, but I try to get my little 2 cents in.
Hey, that's another topic for Friday. But yeah, speaking of them, Caitlin Clark finished with a triple double, which is another crazy feat. Another triple double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and a career high 4 blocks. Um, and they won obviously. And their team, I'm looking for the team stats. That's what I
Was
want
it
to find
Indiana
out.
Fever? The Fever.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, but the record did get set in a loss to Brittany Griner in the Atlanta. Is it the Dream?
Yes.
So when she did set that record for the most games with 25 and 10, that record was set in a loss.
Okay. Hey, hey,
I mean, not that it matters,
hey.
but
And
Yeah, hey.
Indiana is one, and I believe they're 1-1. No,
The fever.
yeah, they're 1-1 now. Fever is 1-1. They won their first game
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was against the Sky, right?
against
Angel,
Right,
against
yeah,
right.
Angel Reese. Yes, they
Mm-hmm.
1-1, and the Dream, Atlanta Dream is 1-1. And I like the Dream. They got what's big girls that was in jail over in Russia?
Griner, Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner. I ain't for but as a player, she plays ball like a big man.
Yep,
I
Right.
love
bully ball. I love it.
it.
She down in the post, seeing out there trying to shoot threes. She
Right,
up in there where her tall behind should be,
right.
right on the block. I love it.
And
On
she,
the
Hard
block.
nosed
On the block.
defense. Yeah, bro. Hey, Brittany Griner, people forget. She that I would say that dude, but she that one.
Mm-hmm.
She's a what you call a championship cornerstone piece. She's a piece you can build around.
right,
Mm-hmm.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, she
She
really
is
like that.
definitely today's Lisa Leslie. Lisa,
Yeah, like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's the
Cheryl Miller. Yeah,
yeah,
she like that for real.
she really is.
And speaking of Lisa Leslie, I believe she's training Angel Reese, right? Like they be in the gym a little bit. She's kind of helping her out with her game. And
Probably
it's
helping her out with celebrity because Lisa Leslie was a what you call it? She was a model too, like a top model.
okay.
Mhm.
So she's
Yeah, that
probably
makes sense.
teaching
Yeah.
her a lot about how to flip this thing with the modeling
Mm-hmm.
industry and being an athlete.
Facts.
And
Facts.
probably trying to get her to LA to a market where her celebrity really will pay her.
Yeah.
Ooh, the sparks here. Ooh, that's crazy. But yeah, instead of glazing Caitlin Clark, I know that everybody gonna glaze Caitlin Clark. She is a goat. She goes hard. She's one of my faves. But let's talk about the Sky. Angel Reese is actually. I mean, she's leading in rebounds. I think that she leads. Let's see. Yeah, no, she's leading the league in rebounds, and everyone's gonna say, oh, she's getting her own rebounds and all that. But hey, it's better to get a rebound. It's better to miss a shot and get the rebound and then make a shot than just miss a shot. So
Well,
hey,
she's
I'm not gonna.
learning, bro. She's
Yeah, she's
learning,
learning.
and sometimes you got to work harder until you can work smarter. She
Hmm.
is Dennis Rodman. Caitlin Clark is Larry Bird.
Hmm.
That makes sense.
That's a good comparison right there.
And I
She
think she's in better shape this year. She seemed like she slimmed down. Even Cardosa,
mhm.
or what, Cordova, what's her name?
Yeah, Cardosa.
Cardosa has slimmed down. They're
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like to see that they're taking their craft, they're taking the game serious. They're coming
yeah.
in good shape when the season starts. Yeah,
She's
Cardo.
also she's not afraid to crash the boards.
no,
Like all those rebounds, okay, well, I'll take it for now because it's showing that she's trying to put the ball in the basket. And
That's
I mean,
effort.
yeah, and Chicago ain't the best team. They don't have a Caitlin Clark. They don't have a uh
A big time scorer.
yeah, I'm trying to think of her name. Kelsey Plum. I was trying to think
Yeah.
of her name. They don't have
Yeah,
one of those. So
age buckets. They don't got one of pure
yeah.
scoring.
So her crashing the boards, hey, she's doing what she needs to do. She just needs more around her, you know? So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to fault her. I believe in her. I believe in the young girl. Um, but, you know, we got to get on to my girls, Big
Who's that?
Dallas, Big Triple D,
Oh man.
Big Triple
Ah,
D,
man, let's get off.
Rings.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Did
Uh-huh.
Angel Reese flop on that fragrant
Oh,
foul? Talk about that. Was that a fragrant foul or was it a flop?
No,
Because
I think it was both. I think it was a situation in the game that was what you call a take foul. So that is usually a hard foul meant to stop play and reset. Now, Angel Reese, because of who it was, we all know that that's all they do in the
there's,
NWA. I mean,
there's,
NBA is flop.
and there's
Even
question
or
in the
flail.
basketball.
Even when they're fouled, they'll just act like it's just oh man. So
Mhm.
to me, that's just part of the game. What she did, what both of them did, it's just part of the game to me. And I think Angel Reese is just playing into the villain role that's getting her paid. Every time white people get on her, black people go buy her clothes, tune into her TikTok, all of that, blowing her Twitter up. She get more fans. I'm just saying there is some benefits to all that BS that's going on.
right.
And also, right before that play, she did push.
Yeah, she pushed the
Who
other
was
girl
it?
all the way from under the basket.
Yeah,
Go look at
and
the play. She
right,
committed
right
a
before
foul,
that,
right?
right,
I mean, in that play, like
yeah.
right before that, she pushed the
hmm
girl out from under the basket. Come on, man.
And I don't know why Boston got that. I still don't understand. I don't know if it was because like, oh, she pushes her like, oh, emotions are flaring. She's trying to get up. No, she was just protecting their star, which
Man,
is
yeah.
understandable.
And you can
Yeah.
tell that the media has been told to jump on anytime there's any negative interaction with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark because, man, when that girl choke slammed Angel Reese from behind last year, we didn't hear nothing about that. That was another black woman, though. We
Right.
didn't hear that. Wasn't no Angel wasn't mad. She didn't get up try to fight that woman. But she knows that a lot of people who are not in our community hate her. And believe it or not, those people will jump on her social media accounts and get her paid just to insult her, similar to Floyd Mayweather. I just think Angel is a very astute media person, and she's taking advantage, and rightfully so, of the negative and the positive attention.
Hmm.
Oh, I just want them to play ball. Ball is top, man. Play. Like,
Yep, yep. But see,
yeah.
nobody's talking about her basketball. They talking about all this other stuff, and
hmm
that's the problem. That's the problem.
That's gonna shut down though when like, cause I see it this year. Like, she might be the one to carry her team, which she
Yeah,
also did that in that loss. She had the most points. How many points did she had? She had 12 points, 7 offensive rebounds, 10 defensive rebounds. Like,
yeah,
yeah, she's carrying
yeah.
that team right now.
Bro,
All they
she
need
the
is to
type of
turn it
person
around.
where when she break out what she been working on, like a jump shot and a turnaround bank shot and a fadeaway, once she gets them things, you'll look up and she gonna be averaging 23 and 10 with
But
5
hey,
assists.
first thing
You know what
first
I'm
though,
saying?
my first basketball coach, he was a great guy. He was real ugly, but he was a great guy. My first basketball coach. You gotta get down low first. She's a big girl. She's
Yeah,
a couple inches shorter than me. Yeah, you
yep,
gotta get that down first. You need to be able to
yep,
put the ball in the hoop, you
yep.
know.
That turnaround bank
Yeah.
shot should be fundamental for her. They can't
hmm
stop it. You gotta
hmm
get on that bank, man. You gotta go to the bank when you on the low post. She should be eating them alive from the free throw down and from the free throw line down.
She
should
will
be
be.
featured.
She will be. Yep.
Yeah. Now, hey, I didn't play basketball, but I watched a lot of it and I love it. Right.
Hmm.
So it's like this. I can't play it, but I know what it looked like. And she's the type of player where she got a good foundation because she works hard. Whenever she could get that shooting percentage up, hey, you might look up and she might be right there with Caitlin, but getting her points a different way, getting them 2 points at a time.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't like the way, that whole rivalry thing, it's kind of played out. I
It is.
understand, I understand, but also they're two different positions. Great transition, segue right here. The person that should be compared to Caitlin Clark, that rivalry, is my very own Paige Buckets,
Exactly.
PD, out of Dallas.
Exactly.
She
Exactly.
and
That's her rival from college.
yeah,
Paige got
and
hurt.
Yeah.
more similarities right here. She scored the very first bucket for the Dallas Wings this past I forgot when it was. Like, what was it, last week? She scored the very first bucket off of Angel Reese 2-pointer. She missed the first one, then got the offensive rebound, and then put it back up. She scored the first Dallas Wing bucket of the season. So yeah, my
That's
girl
what's up.
Paige.
Yeah.
Um,
Nobody care about the Dallas. What do they call
the
wing?
Wings, yeah,
Who's
Yeah.
that?
yeah.
I like the African girl that y'all got. She balls out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Olga. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Olga
She a
Mbawang.
beast. She
Yes.
a beast.
Enrique. That's all I'm saying. Enrique.
So,
Yeah.
so
Enrique.
17 minutes. So this is just our first
Yeah.
episode of getting warm on this. So before we leave, it's two gentlemen that got into a beef, punchy. What you think about the art Robert Griffin III getting into it with Ryan Clark over the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark court incident?
I
Court
mean,
battle. I ain't gonna
it,
call it the incident.
it was a dumb take by Robert Griffin. I mean, it was. It made sense, but also it was kind of like it was like KD said, football guys, stop talking about basketball because y'all really it's two different worlds. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, he had some facts in it, but like, nah, I was out of pocket. It wasn't right. I really don't care, honestly. I
Right.
don't. Yeah, Robert.
I,
I
I
mean,
care.
yeah.
I care, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you
Mhm.
why. What I didn't appreciate about it is RG3. Um, Now this is from somebody. Hey, my first love of my life was a white girl, so I don't want to hear nothing from nobody on this. But for you to criticize a black woman, immolating yourself, rolling your neck, all of that, with your wife who is not black sitting back behind you in the camera, smirking, sipping tea, and looking like a smartass, right? That right there, that's what I didn't appreciate. So when Ryan Clark addressed it, he just said, "You have no idea of what black women go through because you don't have to address it at home." And people got mad. But I'm just saying, I'm like this. RG3 and Ryan Clark, they were teammates at the Washington Redskins. They've hated each other ever since RG3's rookie year, right? Where Ryan Clark said you was a bad teammate. He didn't like RG3's dad running the team or trying to run it and tell him he was Peyton Manning and make him quit running. Ryan Clark's on defense saying, "Bro, whatever we got to do to win games, you ain't that good, bro." So to me, the fact that y'all playing out your microaggressions with two women when all y'all can do is meet up and go in somebody's backyard and get an understanding, that's what I'm saying. I don't like about them two because they didn't like each other in the first place, and they using these examples to go at each other. When why don't y'all just go outside and settle what y'all got the beef over?
I didn't see the video. All I saw was
Yeah.
a tweet. I just saw
Oh
a
yeah.
tweet.
It's a whole videos out there, bro. It's like then you start thinking, and it's like, wait a minute, y'all was teammates. Y'all didn't even like each other. And you go back and look at the press from back then. They fighting that fight that they should have fought in the locker room with these women, which makes it weak to me on both of them's behalf. But anyway, just a little nugget.
Just a little nugget. All right, Pun, get us out of here.
All right, guys. Yeah, first episode. I'm gonna come up with a name for the show over the next week. But yeah, every Wednesday, baby. Around around late July, we'll have more predictions and stuff like that once the season rolls out a little bit more.
Yeah,
Um, but for now, it's just covering it and talking about it, giving these women the shine that they deserve because they all hooping.
they
Whether
are.
you white, black,
Whatever.
Angel, Caitlin, and then the GOAT Page out of the best team who I got to win the championship this year, Dallas. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Pops, Pops, you said you got what's the team you
Seattle.
got? Yeah, Seattle Storm. Yeah,
And my
and
number 2 team
yeah,
is Atlanta Dream.
yeah. Oh, does
Yeah.
everyone have a favorite player? I know my best friend Raven. She's been on the show before. Her favorite player is Brittany Sykes. She says she fine. Um, and so
I'm gonna
she
go
would.
with Big Grinder. I want to see if she could take a team to herself. If she could be the cornerstone
That's
on
your favorite
championship.
player. Favorite player.
Right. Most interested.
Mm-hmm.
Paige Buckets would be my favorite because I felt about her like people feel about Caitlin Clark. Then she got hurt the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's is Skylar Diggs. So Skylar, come
Ooh,
on our channel. Blow
yeah.
this channel up, Skylar.
Hey,
Blow up the
and
WNBA.
I love you too, Skylar.
Say, man.
I like Kalia Copper. I like Kalia Copper, but yeah, of course we team buckets over here, team PB. But yeah, no, my favorite player is Kalia Copper.
Yeah,
I've
I
been
want to
liking
see
her
what
since she
Brittany
was in
Grinder
Chicago.
does.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we'll see y'all later. Gonna check out.
Yo, subscribe, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
share the
yeah.
content. We out.